Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to start with the Laravel 8 form request validation. Okay, so basically we are going to insert the data and also we'll be updating the data with the same your form request validation. Okay, so we are going to use only one form request validation to insert or update the data in Laravel application. So guys, here as you can see that I have just installed a fresh Laravel file and served the artisan. So now guys, let's begin with set up the database. Okay, so I have just created one database named Laravel for beginner, and let's set up that in our env file. File is set. Let's close this. Now guys, let's open your terminal and create a migration table. So guys, we are going to start with the demo called student. So php artisan make colon migration where create underscore students table. Okay, so yep, here created migration. Let's go to database migration and the last table. Perfect. So now guys, let's integrate, I mean add the fields dollar table where string of I want to take as full name, then email, here spelling mistake, and then add a phone, and next one we want one course. That's it. So yep, and now guys, let's migrate this in our database. Give php artisan migrate, hit enter, and all the tables will be migrated. Perfect. So create student table, done, and all the tables will be available in your database. So here is our students table. All set guys, and now let's create the model and controller for this student. Let's type the command php artisan make colon model, and the model name will be student, and with this only I want to create one controller, and this controller need to be in resource, so I'm going to use a resource. Okay, just hit enter, and here a model and your controller is created successfully. So let's check out. Go to your apps. Here inside the model you will find the student model. Let me just open this, and inside your http controller you'll find your student controller. Done. So with index, create, store, show, edit, update, and destroy functions already created with the help of resource. So now guys, let's begin with the model part where we will use protected dollar table is equal to give your table name. So that is nothing but students. So let me just copy the table name here. Let's copy this table name and paste. Okay, misspelled over here. So same concept goes with your column field. So let's type fillable and give a array format call full name, email, phone, and course. Done. So this was our model setup. So now guys, let's move on with the controller part. So here we go. On the controller we want to go view a page. Okay, something like give a forward slash students. Okay, so just give students. So here not found. So guys, now let's create a route for it. You can go to your routes web.php. Let me just remove all unwanted things. So guys, you can just use colon colon a resource route. Okay, so now you can give the path. So we just need the student, not the URL. Student, and the path I want to go to student controller. Student, I don't require, just remove this. We don't need to import that. Colon colon class. So the path is, let's copy that path. Okay, and paste that here. All set. So now guys, we are going to use the resource format. So first step, when the resource is called, you will go to index page. So I'll just show you over here, return index. So you can refresh now and you will find the index. Perfect. So if you want to understand how this is working, you can just check out with your route list. So let me just show you that PHP artisan route colon list. Hit enter and you will find that. So here is our student data. Okay. So when you call your student with the get method, it's going to index function, store, create, destroy as per its path. Okay. So we'll be seeing this all. So now guys, let's set up the page now. A return view where we'll tell student dot index file. Okay. Now let's go to resource views, create a folder with the name student, and inside the student I want one file named as index.blade.php. All set. So now guys, let's extend our app, and now you can extend the section. Yep. So py4 container row column md12, here card header h4 tag where I want student form request validation in Laravel 8. Okay, and let's add a tag over here, add student, where we are going to tell this float end. Make this button primary and give the path for him as URL, where you're going to tell the path is student slash create. Okay, so we are using a resource route. You can copy this and paste that student slash create. Okay, so now let's see the output for this. Here, refresh. Perfect. So now let's click on this add student and you'll redirect to student slash create. So this student slash create goes to your controller named create function. So let's copy this and paste here and use a create, and let's create the file. So resource views student, create a file with the name create.blade.php. Here, let's copy all the code and paste inside create and add student with form request validation in Laravel 8, and you can make this as back button now. Back. And now guys, you can just design with the form. So let's begin with the form code form, where method is equal to post. Here you start with your margin bottom 3, where label full name input.form hyphen control name is equal to full name. All set. So let's copy this. The next was, which is the next column in our model, like email, phone, and course. So let's create that field also. ID. So you can just type email. The next is phone. Type the phone, and final course. Okay. So let's take this course, and one more thing, one we need, that is button. So let's create a button that will be save student, and the button type, which will be submit, and the class button hyphen primary. All done. So now guys, let's check the output for this. Now refresh. Perfect. So we have successfully designed with the form. And now guys, let's write the code to insert the data with the form request validation. Yep. So set the path where you're going to save it. So let's make it full width over here. And here you see, to store the data, we are going to call this same URL with the method post. Okay. So it goes to store controller. So now let's type that students, and we need to send a CSRF token at CSRF field. Now guys, when you're clicking on this, you're with the post method, you'll be going to your web, and this will handle your route, and you'll go back to your student controller at store method, okay, or a function. So now guys, over here, let's start with it. So first we are going to do the validation. So what validation you will be doing? The form request validation. So for that guys, you can just, I will show you one Laravel documentation over here. Under the basic, you are going to find with validation, and under this validation you are seeing the form request. Okay, form request validation, where you are going to create this. Okay, so this is the command. So let's php artisan make colon request your form request. Okay, so I'm going to tell that student form request, as simple. So let's see, request created successfully. So you can find that in app http request, where you will find your student form request. So first step guys, you have to make this to true. And now let's write the rule over here. So you can just start with creating dollar rules is equal to, and return dollar rules. And now inside this you are going to get your full name, where function with the array, and inside this you are going to tell it is required, and it's a string, and max I want to keep 191. So same concept with the other fields. So yep, let's take the phone, and this is not going to be, we'll keep digit 10 we required. Okay, let's copy and paste for the course. So same, it is a string in required and max field. And now guys, we are going to see over here, in we are missing with the email part. So we are going to do some other validation like unique for the email. Okay, because if we do for insert in the same while updating also, it will tell email already exists. So for that case guys, you are going to use another method. Let's use if condition, where inside this dollar this, where you will tell get method. Okay, so what method you are checking that? So let's check under post method, because we are going to save the data using post method, right? So same concept you are going to print it. So let's copy this and concatenate it. Okay, just add plus before the is equal to symbol, and in the array semicolon. And now guys, you are going to change this to email part, which is required, and it's a string also, and or else you can just add it email, and if you require max also you can give. And now guys, your unique method comes over here. Let's type unique unique colon the table name students. So what the students is the table name which you have created, so that student. And if you want to specify the column, you can specify it again, or else it will understand from here itself it's an email field. Done guys, and now let's return it. Done. So yep, here at the store function, when you submit the form, okay, let's go to create. When you click on the submit button, it goes to this URL with the method post and goes to your controller. So at this store request, instead of this, you have to create your student form request. Okay, so here the student form request and import that path. Okay, so which is the file, this file we are importing. So this rules is imported in your controller and used at the store function. So now guys, let's see what happens now. Okay, let's refresh. Let's click on save student. Oops, so there is something fishy with our form on this create. So let's go to our create form. Oops, you can see that method spelling is wrong. So let's give the correct spelling. Refresh once and let's try to submit. Okay, so it came back. So guys, why we are not seeing any error? Because we have not printed to check the error. So you can just type that is a if condition, where if you have any errors of any function, we have to add dollar over here. If any error occurs, then you're going to check over here. Let's take it ul li class alert alert warning, and here your for each loop, let's loop that, which you are going to check the errors of what, all errors whatever it comes from your data. So you can just add a message over here, or you can mention that error itself and open and close curly brace, print that. So we are going to print this in a li tag. That's it. Yep guys, and now let's see once again. Let's save. Perfect. So full name field, the phone field is required, all the fields are required. And now guys, if you want to change this message and show in different format, you can utilize this your form student form request, where you can add one function. So public function where messages function return, where inside array you can start with calling with your field names. So that is full name, phone, course, email. Let me just show you one example. Full name dot required. So while required, we'll tell please enter your full name, copy and paste. Same concept with phone. When you're making with required, enter your phone number, and same concept with the course. When you're required, enter your course. Okay, so you can just copy for the email also. Email, when you are required, please enter your email ID. And if you want the correct email of email, okay, which means email, this email field, if it's not correct, please enter correct email ID. Okay, so now guys, let's refresh and yep, save student. Here you find please enter your full name. So this is your custom message in Laravel form validation. So you can find this under your form request validation. Let me just show you. Here you customize your error messages. So let's get back. Now you can get back to your student controller, and now let's save the data into our database guys. So as simple, this dollar request you're going to take and store in a variable called data. Okay, where you're going to check the validated, okay, validated function. So whatever data is coming from this, you're validating that, and let's store that into our student model. So let's call the model colon create function. So if passes means directly you can insert the data, whatever data it is, like your status, pending, your 01, ternary operator, all the data you can manage through your form request. All set. So once it is success, you can return and redirect to with the message comma student added successfully. So where you want to redirect? Nothing but the main page. At the main page, that is students. All set. So now guys, import this class imported over here. If you want, you can use the try catch option. Try. So try catch block over here, and instead of throwable you can use exception. Done. Ex. So let's use in this format. All done guys, and here you can get your exception data. So let's copy this and paste here, and you can tell something went wrong, and you can concatenate that. All done. Yep guys, and now let's test this. So here we refresh. Let's save the data. So I'm going to add Ved at, I'm just adding Ved. So some random digit phone number, BCA, save student. Okay, validate digit. It's showing some does not exist. Let's see why, what happened. So you can get to that phone number. Okay, it's digits, not digit. So it's, you have to add that digits. So let's get back. So now you can resubmit, and perfect. So please enter correct email ID. Let's enter once again. Ved@gmail.com I want to enter, and let's enter correct 10 digits number. So first I'm going to make mistake now inside this phone. Let me just copy this. So I have not entered 10 digit phone number. Let's save. Here you will find the phone must be 10 digit. So let's again add that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 BCA, and now let's submit. Cool. So it's submitted, but we did not print the message. Let's go to our index page and just add a condition over here at if session of whatever we have set that message. Okay, so you can find in your student controller we have given this message, okay, with message. So I'm printing that print message, and just add that in a h5 tag, open and close, and copy and paste this. So inside this, whatever data is there, echo it. That's it. Let's refresh once. Let more add once again. We have already saved the data. Okay, we got the data inserted. So let's add one more data, om@gmail.com. So random digit phone number and BCA, save student. Cool. So you can see that student added successfully, and let's see that. Perfect. So here we see all the data is added. So guys, we have successfully completed the form request validation with unique. Okay. So we have used the unique also over here in the Laravel application. So guys, in this video that's it, and let's see next video with the edit and update the data using your resource controller with the form request validation. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.